Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and we're back at the Ocho a week after all the drama we had last week. We thought we were done with the drama after one eviction, then another eviction with squatters, and some other issues, but we had more different issues back there in the garages with police arresting someone, and they had quite the charges against them. Those showed up. So we're checking it today to see how it looks. We did serve an eviction notice earlier this week, or maybe that was last week. That was last week. And we're just checking to see what the garage looks like now. Wasn't real happy with what I saw, so we'll show you that. Of course, I got our laundry money, and the apartments are almost done. We've had so many applicants, just crazy amounts of applicants, but nobody that we wanted to accept yet. So hopefully we do get them rented here soon as well. All right, love the likes, love the comments, love the shares, keep those coming. And we'll talk about what happened here over at the garages. All right, so before I got the laundry money, I peeked over here because we saw one car here, and there's been one car that's kind of been parked here, abandoned. And some people were here before last week who said he was a mechanic, and their car was here and they came to get it, but it's been here forever, parked in one of the garages that they don't rent. And then actually, when I peeked over here, there were 3 cars on the right and 1 on the left, and now there's just 2 cars on the right. So somebody just left. But the garage is a mess. We'll show you what's happened there. That car has had the window open forever and abandoned, so we have some parking stickers to place on those, and hopefully we can get them towed or them moved, and then we'll see how it works with the garages, because that's a little tricky too. We tried to be helpful and help out the people with garages, and may have made way more work and made it more difficult for us in doing that. Here's another garage where the tenant had recently said he was moving out, so we're just checking it, and it is empty. So you never know. People say they move out, they don't move out, but this one's empty, so we can re-rent this one. We've been renting them for $250 a month. And here is the garage where all the police activity happened. Those are the holes the police were telling me about. They said they thought there were pee holes in the side of the garage where you had a funnel hooked up and literally peed outside the garage. And after the police left, there was still lock, handle things there, bolts, and those are gone now. So someone took those off afterwards. They're the cameras this guy put up. And then he's got various holes in the siding all over that he put in, because we just painted this building before he moved in, and he has made a mess of it. And then I just saw this too. This is number 3, where I think someone might have tried to break in or do something. So just the Ocho's been crazy. But we have these 2 cars here as well. This car I think is his car, so he might be in there right now. And then the other car behind it, which is literally touching it, is the one that's been here a few weeks. So that's where the people said that they had left it, but you can see we stickered it, and the window's been open forever, and so I'm sure it's been snowing and raining inside of it. And I wanted to check the laundry too and see how it's been doing. It's actually been doing fairly well lately, and we've been getting from really $30 to $60 a week, and so this ended up being 50 or 45. It ended up being 45. And then we have a cleaner who's supposed to come over here and clean this as well, at least every month, if not sooner. So hopefully it looks better there. So after I put the stickers on both cars and was walking away, the guy did come out of the garages. It's not the guy who got arrested. He said that that was his friend who got arrested. And he also told me that black car that was there forever was his friend's car, and he's the one who's in jail right now. We'll show you everything he got arrested for. And he also asked me if he could make some kind of deal to catch up on rent. He wants to stay. He's over $800 behind on rent now on a $250 a month garage. And with everything going on, that really is not the perfect situation to let him stay. So we still have the eviction going on. We posted it on Friday, and we'll see what happens from here. Something else that I want to mention is we had the garages getting broken into before, and so we bought a bunch of garage door openers on clearance on Black Friday and offered them to tenants if they wanted to install them. And so this tenant did take one and install it. Well, now we're thinking, if we do an eviction, if we have to open this up, it's got a garage door opener on it. If we don't know that code, it's going to be real tricky getting in there because there's no man door. It's just the garage, the big 2-car garage door to get in there. And so I may have made my life way more difficult by giving those garage door openers out. And then we also had another tenant call us a few days ago saying he forgot his code or lost his code and he can't get into his garage because he installed the garage door opener and that's the only way to get in there. So I'm like, oof, I don't know how to do that because obviously, you know, you don't want a garage door opener that anybody can open or reset because that's your security right there. So we're maybe rethinking how smart it was to put these garage door openers in when there's not another exit, another man door to get out of there. So for right now, the eviction's kind of moving forward. I told that guy, hey, if you really want to, you know, stay there and proceed, you've got to call us and come up with some kind of plan or do something. You can't just not talk to us and just assume everything's going to be okay. And so he said he would, but we'll see if he does. But even then, you know, unless he can pay all of the money here in the next couple of weeks, I don't think we want him to stay. And legally, if he did pay all of it in the next week or so, he could legally stay because that's what the eviction is for, is late rent. And I also asked him about the holes and different things in the siding, and he's like, oh, I didn't do those. He's like, well, I did make a couple for the cameras up here, but he claimed he would be, you know, fixing those and patching those, but yeah, we'll see if any of that gets done because he also made a real mess of the garage door and lock and side and trim and all of that as well. So we'll keep you updated on the Ocho and what happens with this, if we have to go through an eviction or not. Maybe he'll leave. Really would prefer not to do an eviction because they can get pretty pricey with our lawyer and everything that's involved there and moving all of his stuff out. And when I did see it before, he had a lot of stuff in there and it did look like a mechanic shop, which obviously he should not be operating a mechanic shop in this area that is zoned residential, and these are just technically storage units, garages. You shouldn't be running a business out of them. And plus, not to mention, he's always parking outside of his garage, blocking other garages, blocking the alley, and it's just been a mess. So more updates on this, more updates on our other properties. We'll see how 2023 goes. I was looking at a couple more deals to possibly buy as flips, just house flips. Not sure if those will go through or not. We'll see. I'm waiting to hear back on those. And then, yeah, we'll keep chugging along, see how things go, and giving you updates on everything along the way. All right, thanks for watching. Be back soon.